Since the past many years, the world's two largest economies have been locked in a battle for power. From tariffs and technology bans to trade blows shaking markets from Wall Street to Shanghai. Now, after years of tensions, the two nations are back at the negotiating table, and what happens next could shake the global markets. In a dramatic turn of events, US President Donald Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping are set to meet in South Korea on October 30th, 2025, their first face-to-face talks since 2019. Now, officials from both sides have been hammering out the contours of what a trade deal between Washington and Beijing might look like. An agreement that could bring an end to months of global economic chaos caused by the US-China trade war. This high-stakes summit comes after years of escalating tensions, from Washington's clampdown on China's access to American technology to Beijing's bold counters, expanding export controls on rare earth minerals, shaking the global markets, and pushing Trump to threaten 100% tariffs on the Chinese goods. But after 11th hour trade talks between top negotiators this weekend in Malaysia, both sides appear ready to pull back from the brink. Now, on the sidelines of the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit in South Korea, US President Donald Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping are expected to hammer out a new framework to manage their economic rivalry and possibly redefine the balance of power in the global economy. The current US tariffs, averaging more than 50%, have already placed mounting pressure on China's slowing economy, and experts warn they could more than double if Trump and Xi Jinping fail to find a common ground. While Washington touts Trump's tough stance as a way to create leverage, officials in Beijing appear equally prepared for the contest. Let me break this down for you. Now, China has built its own strategic advantage through its dominance of the global rare earth supply chain and by diversifying trade partnership to reduce its dependence on the US markets. Speaking to reporters aboard Air Force One, President Donald Trump struck a pretty optimistic tone. He said, and I quote, "I think we're going to have a great meeting with President Xi of China. A lot of problems are going to be solved." He also downplayed the likelihood of discussing the sensitive issue of Taiwan. But high on this meeting agenda will be the rare earths. China's chokehold on the supply of critical minerals, which are vital for US industries from car making to military equipment, has been a powerful bargaining chip for Beijing. Let me tell you, China controls about 70% of the world's rare earth mining and more than 90% of its processing capacity. Earlier this month, Beijing increased its restrictions on the export of rare earths and related technologies, citing national security concerns. Now, analysts noted that it came soon after the US expanded restrictions on the export of advanced semiconductor technology to China. But during preliminary talks in Kuala Lumpur over this weekend, Beijing reportedly agreed to delay its new export controls for a year, likely in exchange for Washington pausing its planned restrictions on the chip exports. Now, this potential quid pro quo marks a rare moment of compromise and could deliver a much-needed boost to both the Chinese and the US economies. The eyes of the world and of the global markets will be on the talks set for October 30th. It could decide whether the United States and China can halt a trade war that has sent international supply chains into panic or not. What are your thoughts in this video? Do let us know in the comment section below.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.